That breakaway, he still will have a problem in the polka dot jersey King of the Mountains. Yeah, I slightly misled you there. Now, Teklehaimanot, he's 26 years of age. He's an Eritrean. He's got 2 riders with him here. He's doing all the pace now because he can hardly control his adrenaline right now. This is going to be a historical moment. Ever since he started cycling as a youngster and he started finding the Tour de France on television, for some reason, unlike others, he's always wanted to wear the polka dot jersey. He's tied currently with Joaquim Rodriguez, and Rodriguez would keep the jersey. So he's got to win this climb. There's no second prize on this climb. It is 1 point, winner takes all. But it would give him 3 points, can you believe? And he will become the leader. We are getting so close now as we head around this beautiful coastline. These 3 leaders are getting close to the start of the climb. It is the last climb of the day. I've been discussing with Paul Sherin if the other 2 will take pity and say, look, Daniel, it's a big moment for you, go ahead. Paul Sherin isn't so sure that is what they'll do.
Well, I'm not sure it's a question of taking pity on him at all, but let's not forget, Phil, he was the dominator of the first 2 points. When we went over the Côte de Dieppe, he got the win there. He was challenged by the rider from Cofidis at the Côte de Pourville. He proved to be the fastest on both occasions. You will have noticed that when he went through the sprint point at Saint-Léonard, he did not have a go for that sprint point, and he allowed the 2 other riders to go through. But they are professional bike riders. They're not going to make him a gift, and he will be very concerned about it, and he'll want to make sure that he gets his sprint right here, because this is a little piece of history for him, for the African continent, and of course for Eritrean cycling. 1.6 kilometers to climb, 344 feet above sea level, average gradient of 5.6%.
Well, Jens, we've made the climb. What's your opinion? Recently retired from the Tour. Do pros think this way? Will they allow him to take the point that makes history?
As far as I saw it so far developing in this breakaway, I'm pretty sure that the FDJ rider is not gonna go for the KOM. So really, all that David Teklehaimanot has to take care of.
Yeah, I think you mean the Cofidis rider.
I'm sorry for that, my mistake.
Yeah.
Mea culpa. So yeah, he only has to take care of Kenneth van Bilsen. So right, I believe he got a fair chance of actually do right history today.
Okay, well, Van Bilsen is in his first Tour de France. One can understand his excitement as well as getting to this point on the mountains. As we quickly swing out to sea, and the peloton themselves are 140 back. It is going to be a case that they won't be on until we're over the top, and it wouldn't surprise me once over the top if they actually waited for the peloton, because they'll never hold them off now as they race down to the finish. Peloton coming through a minute 40. We are 1 kilometer now from the top of the climb for the 3 leaders, and there is the signboard as they continue through. Now, Teklehaimanot has done all of the work at the moment. Now Keremai is also helping. He's in second wheel. He's moving around. They're on the climb as well, Paul.
Well, I'll tell you what, Phil, I've watched this team develop for many years. Since it started as a small South African team at MTN, they've developed over these last few years. They're reaching really at the crescendo, the top end of their sport now. And I'm kind of on the edge of my seat as we have a quick look here. We're 800 meters. Daniel Teklehaimanot in the black and white jersey there. He's already a star in Eritrea, but I tell you what is it going to be like if he was to go across the line here? You can see Kemener is coming up a little bit forward. I keep looking around the corner there, Phil, to see if I can spot where it is.
Well, as we view out across the ocean, the move has come here. There it is. A move gone by Keremor, but quickly on his back wheel is Daniel Teklehaimanot. And sitting behind is the danger man to spoil the party, I think, in Kenneth van Bilsen. And Van Bilsen is getting ready to go here. He's waiting till he sees that banner, which is just on the horizon. He's moved on to the outside of Teklehaimanot. Heimanot's looking at him saying, what's going on?
Oh, well, it's looking a little bit nervous here. I keep looking around the corner. I'm almost looking around the side of the TV, Phil, to see if I can spot where it is.
Now, I don't know what Teklehaimanot is saying here to him. He shook his head because that banner was off the route. It wasn't. It was almost as if Daniel said, no, that's not the banner. And they're now letting Keremur get on with it at the front.
Well, go on, Jens. I was just going to say, do you have any idea what they might be chatting about at the moment?
Maybe they had a talk earlier, which we didn't capture on TV, and maybe David asked the other riders, hey, can I have it now? I'm already having 2 points, you have 0 points. Okay, so I think he was just trying to make sure if he gets it for free.
We're going to find out, Jens. We're about 150 from the line. Kerema is leading out. Daniel Teklehaimanot breaks. There is no reaction. They've realised what is happening. It's 1 point, and we have our first African king of the mountains of the Tour de France. Well, sometimes you see dreams do come true in the Tour de France. Huge, huge moment for him.
merci.
Now, he doesn't have to worry
Haben
about
Hager.
today. He goes to the podium at the finish in Le Havre to pull on that polka dot jersey.
Well, a little sign there as he goes through, Phil, to say, well, I've got it now. And look at the gap, though, Phil, because here's the sign. Thumbs up for Eritrea, thumbs up for Daniel Teklehaimanot, but it's also starting to be thumbs up for the main field because the gap has dramatically plummeted to 1 minute and 18 seconds.
Yes, just the tempo riding itself, really, as the three readers will try to get themselves organised again. That was the target, that was Daniel's target, and he hit it.